1, 2, eyes on you. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Haitian Flag Day to all of my Zoes out there. Um, Today we're going to be talking about everything that I've learned in the month of April. April showers bring me flowers. My flowers are not here yet. April thunderstorms, April floodgates of heaven flowing down on me, trampling me, drowning me. Um, but I'm still here. I'm still here. Yes. I'm still here. Okay. So yes, April was a rainy month, stormy month. Candy Bird said it can't rain forever. And it's been cloudy. It ain't been no rain the past couple of days, so I was like, let me go ahead and make some content. And just talk about the lessons from the rain. Rain is one of those things that we need. Like the trees needed the seeds that I planted way back when. They need rain. Rain activates something, and that's like in the soil, in the seed, that tells the roots to grow and expand, and the roots don't end up soaking up that rain so that way they can push through the surface of the ground. um Rainy seasons are necessary, especially after dry seasons, and they're necessary for the flowers to bloom. So for my evolution, I'm no exception to the rule. I'm no exception to the rule. Like, I'm a part of nature, and I needed that rain. I thought I was drowning. I just was, it was overwhelming, it wasn't no drizzle. And in those seasons, I have learned a lot about myself, my tenacity. I learned that word in a dream. I learned a lot about people, energy, spirituality, what it means to me, what I mean to me. Um, a lot of reflection on the good times in life, the bad times, reflection on my behavior, my thought patterns. Um, and I had to do it by myself. Nobody really, I won't say nobody. I had some people to bounce some of my thoughts off of. I will say I am hesitant about making people feel like they are, I don't know, I don't want to just put too much on people or just word vomit on people. So I try to like give a little, but what I really want to say, like, I need a podcast. Like, I need to be talking to y'all. And even then, I'm scared to be vulnerable. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You just don't watch the video, I guess. But I've been learning a lot. Definitely a lot wiser on the other side. And with this wisdom, instead of beating myself up for not knowing it before, I just give myself grace because I didn't have it. Like, some of the things but until you walk through it, you don't really know. Like, I had a friend, her mom had passed away, and I was like, I know that's hard. But until my mom passed away, I didn't know how hard it really is. Or really was, or is, I guess. And I have been able to withstand the storm. Like, there's times when I didn't want to, or I was just so tired, and life was just so heavy. I was over it. I'm like, I've seen the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum. I've lived a good life. Like, if it ended today, I would be quite all right, and I'd be happy with it. But I think you should live your life like that anyway. Like, just be grateful for everything that you have. Like, I'm not greedy. I'm not greedy, but I do know what is mine, and I know what is for me, and I'm not there yet. So I owe it to that version of myself to show up. So on the days when all I have is just keeping myself alive to get one day closer, I keep myself alive. I take care of myself. Like, I feed myself, I bathe myself, and I move my body. If I don't do nothing else, I journal, I read, I run and do all those other fun things, go out to eat, talk to people, laugh. But, on the days when I have the energy for that. But, yeah, April has taught me a lot, y'all. In the beginning of May, we halfway through May now. But, life ain't no joke. What Langston Hughes say? Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Okay? It ain't been no crystal stair. It had tax in it. But I will say there are some things in my life that I couldn't have made up that worked out in ways that I wasn't even looking for. And so I gotta remember that part of life exists too. And like I said in my old video, you can't get to the park if you turn around. I'm not gonna get to where my promise is if I turn around. I'm not gonna get there if I'm not my authentic self. I was watching a video of this lady. I think she wrote a book called The Laws of Spirit or something like Anatomy of Spirit, something like that. And she said, Oprah asked her, like, how do people know when they're on the right path? Because I do believe we came here with a soul contract that had a higher path, like your most aligned, true, highest destiny path. Like, I do believe that there is one. It's like, if you learn all these lessons and you meet these people and do what you're supposed to do, this is where you're supposed to end up. Now, we have free will. Sometimes we'll use our free will and get off track, entertain things we're not supposed to entertain. And it might take us longer to get back on track, but where there's a will, there's a way. That path is calling us, but it's up to our free will and our willing to be obedient. If we get there, how long it takes to get there, if at all. And she said that, you're on the wrong path if you have to betray yourself. And so what that meant for me was me ended up where I am right now. I didn't betray myself to get here. So that's how I know I'm on the right path. Now, I would say, like, I did feed into, like, fear, anxiety. I kind of got a little scared and worked myself up. But I was scared. Like, I just acted like a scared person would. Like, maybe I could have been, more grounded and taken that a little more serious. And because I didn't, these are the consequences of that. I got to live with it. But I was honest about what I saw and what I was feeling. There are some people who feel like in order for this guy to like me, I have to be this person. I have to, not speak, not say when what he said hurt my feelings, made me uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to make him uncomfortable, so I have to betray myself. If I'm someone who is interested in, even with friends, right, or family members, like, let's say if I am someone who doesn't like drinking or smoking, but they want me, in order to be around them, I have to go to clubs and bars and do certain things that I just don't like to do. I'm betraying myself. Or I have to listen to them talk about mean things that they've done to people that make me uncomfortable. I'm betraying myself. If I can't tell you that I do shrooms because you might not like me or think I'm unacceptable, I have to betray myself to keep you around. If I have to shrink myself or I can't speak my truth, sometimes I just think, like, there are some truths that you might not, people, they're just not ready to hear. And it's not about you betraying yourself. It's just like having wisdom. Like, okay, they can't receive that right now. Just time and place, right? I do believe in that. But sometimes you might be at a job where you are putting up with things that are a betrayal to yourself and to your values and the things that you respect. So that's how you know if that path might not be for you, if you have to betray yourself in that way. If you have to betray yourself in that way, if I'm someone who really believes that I am a lady and I want to be taken care of, like, I'm betraying myself by entertaining someone who can't take care of me, who doesn't have the desires that I have. We don't have aligned goals or values. Friendships. I like, supporting people, and I like feeling supported. And if in order to be your friend, I have to deny myself I don't get support, then I'm not on the right path. Or maybe this isn't a friendship, this is just a mentorship where I mentor you. Um, yeah. So I learned that, and that's something I will take going forward. I've been in jobs, I've been in jobs where I had to leave. Money was good, was getting paid to do nothing. But it just went against my values. Like, I'm not about to be. I don't know what y'all are doing with these families. If y'all are, I don't know what y'all are doing, scamming, this and that. But it just didn't feel right for myself, my integrity. I had to walk away when it didn't make sense to nobody else. There's jobs I said no to because I don't want to be in no ghetto. I don't want to be in a ghetto place. I don't feel like I'm better than that. I worked all this time for this degree. I believe that I'm deserving of being in an environment that is healthy, that is supportive, that is going to help me grow. And so I said no. So are you on your aligned path? Are you living your true self? Are you able to be your authentic self? Are you able to, speak your truths when, it's necessary or when it can be received? Use your discernment. Um, are you like betraying your future self by the path that you're choosing right now? So, like, if your goal is to save money, but you keep door dashing, you keep, just buying these things, buying whatever, just spending money unnecessarily. You, how are you, how is that in alignment with your goals? How are you in your most aligned path? I don't know. I don't know. And so, yeah, I brought that up because that was a podcast that I came across in April. And I don't remember much about the podcast, but I remember that line about how you know if you're on your right path or your wrong path. Another thing, if you gotta betray somebody and steal and lie to get something, sometimes it's not worth it. If it's somebody that you love and care about. Now, if you gotta lie to Walmart or like a big corporation that's just raping people anyway, I feel like there's a pass. Like, it's not that deep. But if in order for me to get this job, I have to betray my best friend or a close friend who's been there for me, a mentor, I've seen that happen. Or in order for me to have this baby, I gotta take my friend's man. Literally, that happened to someone that I know. Literally, best friend took her in, let her live with their mom, calling her daughter, all these things. And to feel wanted and desired and chosen by a man, she goes after her friend's ex and has a baby with him. And like, people will do things to you that you would never do to them. I learned that. And sometimes there's a crazy thing is they don't even feel bad about it, justified in what they did. I'm like, that's not right. Um. So yeah, is that your most aligned path? If you have to betray someone who did that, who was there for you, who cared about you, who loved you, supported you. I don't know, but the baby's here now, right? Um. I have also learned that you don't always know everything. You don't always know the full story. So you got to give people grace. You never know what it's like to be in someone's shoes. And you could look at what they're doing, right? And be like, how could you? How could you? But until you put their story on, it might be hard to understand how or why somebody would do some of the things that they did. And usually, what I've learned too is that somebody's behavior towards you is not so much a reflection of what you're deserving of. It's usually a reflection of the capacity that they have right now, or how they treat themselves. What Maya Angelou say: Don't take a shirt from a naked person. You taking clothes. How you gonna take a shirt from a naked person? If they had clothes, they would put clothes on themselves. So how they gonna help you be there for you when they're not there for themselves? They run from themselves. They avoid themselves. So it's not personal. That's why we need mental health therapists out here. Because a lot of people need help. A lot of people have trauma and, things about themselves that they need to work on and work through, and they might not even be aware of these maladaptive behaviors that they have that are stunting their growth. So yeah, I'm learning the hard way. I had to learn the hard way about just holding my emotions together, not letting my emotions get too attached to some of my feelings. I mean, not feelings, some of my dreams and things like that. I learned that real love is rare. Attachment is common. People get attached to people, ideas, jobs, things. Attachment is very common and it's mistaken for love, but love is really unconditional. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I never loved someone and stopped. I never loved someone and stopped. Don't do that. I've gotten attached to people and detached. But if I actually ever loved you, even if you did me wrong, I never stopped loving you. I might have had to create space because my nervous system doesn't register you as safe anymore. But from my parents who, they did the best that they could, but with the best that they had was shitty. Friends, siblings, but real love is there for you no matter. It's unconditional. I'm not here for you when things are good. I'm not here for you. I'm here for you even when they're bad. I'm still beside you. Like, I have some friends that I call and I'm just like, you were there for this and you were there for that. And even in these rainy seasons when I'm calling you, like, you still answer the phone. You probably know, like, oh, Ruby's about to say something, but you still, that's love. That is love. And so I'm grateful for the love that I do have in my life. I also am navigating knowing how to love certain people, because I do think some people, they just like drama. And so because you're going through something, they just like learning how bad things are for you, and it feels good to know that and to be a part or attached to yeah, I was there for you when you was going through something. But I don't know if it's real love or it's just something you can tell people, yeah, I talked to her and and she said this. Yeah, I know what's going on because I'm talking to her. Some people are like that. So I don't tell everybody my business too much. If you know me and you're watching this, then honestly, I don't tell a lot of people everything because I know a lot of people and I can't keep retelling the same story over and over. I'm going to be depressed and then I got to keep updating 11 people. I can't do that. So, but also it's just some people, they just energy vampires, and it just makes them feel good about themselves just to say I was there for you, or they know me, or whatever. So yeah, navigating those waters as well. But energy don't lie, and you got to protect your energy. And I learned at 26, 36-year-old me would never go through what I'm going through right now, because I know from experience what happens if I don't stay grounded, if I don't go outside, if I don't journal, if I know, sometimes when I used to run track and stuff, I used to just rely on my talent to get me through sometimes when I didn't want to put in the hard work. But no, when it comes to your feelings and your emotions and stuff, you gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay on your grind. You gotta treat this serious. What Iyanla say, spiritual hygiene. You gotta take your spiritual hygiene seriously. It may not be, I'm lighting a candle and meditating for 2 hours in the morning, this and that. But no, I'm going to find a moment to pray. I'm going to find time to go for a walk around that house, to the mailbox. I'm going to find my moment to, journal, do it. If I can't journal, I'm going to do an audio message on my phone. I'm going to find, I have to, or I will be out of here. I don't got too many more Noah's Ark flooded seasons that I can survive. Okay? And the only reason why I'm surviving this is because of the things that I do to stay grounded. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Back to what I mentioned earlier, the word tenacity that I learned in my dream. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about like intuition and psychic and mediums talking about their experiences and things that they learned. And I watched a while ago about setting intentions for your dreams. And so I set an intention that I wanted my spirit guides, the Lord, whoever you want to call it, as I go into this dream world, show me what it is that I need to know in this season, any future events that I could prepare for, or prophetic dreams. Like, let this, as I transition into this dream world, tell me something I can remember. Because I was having dreams where I'll have a conversation with my mom who passed away, with my friends, and I know in the dream that the conversation was healing and it felt like it, but when I wake up in the morning, I can't remember the words, or it's choppy. So I was like, I want to remember. And I had a dream. I was in a classroom and the teacher talked about the word tenacity. And he was like, do you know what it means? Have you seen it before? And I was Googling like a part of a movie that was supposed to, demonstrate what it meant. I ended up waking up because I think I had to use the bathroom. And I woke up, I Googled tenacity. Tenacity means basically like perseverance, pushing through difficult times despite the obstacles. It's like having grit. It's like push through. My uncle said life is all about push through. And so, yeah, me realizing that my dreams can do that. Like, they can give me advice. I know that my dreams can show me things. They have shown me things in the past before they even happen. So they can help me in this season. I've also had other messages come through when I practice. The more you do something, the more you practice something, the better it gets. And so just using what I have, I actually look forward to going to sleep. I get a break from this reality. I get to go see people who passed away. I get to do different things, see different things that I probably couldn't see in real life. These amazing sunsets or being in the stars or whatever the dream world has in store. Learning, just being confident in who I am and who God made me. That was something that I struggled with. How God made me. You made me someone who has these dreams. I don't understand sometimes. I don't understand why I see things that other people don't see. Why I can feel things that nobody else can feel until way later. And just being confident. Like, that's just how it was made. And I gotta love it regardless. Being okay with life right now. Like my friend said in the message, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. So if I'm here, let me learn, open my big eyes, my seeing eyes, right? I got these eyes and I have my seeing eyes, and open up my ears to see and hear what it is that I'm supposed to get from this experience and to get back on track. Because I'm not supposed to be living a life like this. Like, I mean, I am, because I am. But there's more for me, and I gotta live to find out. So let's get all the tools and all the things that we need to, continue on this journey to be able to conquer whatever is next. But yes, that's what April has taught me. April showers in May. I don't know if my flower's gonna bloom in June. I don't know what kind of flowers these are, but I've been praying, y'all. And if you've been praying for me, thank you. And I'm going to keep making my videos. I'm going to keep just sharing my experiences. If they help somebody, great. If you're someone who's feeling lost in life, you feel like things are taking too long, you feel like you don't know who you are. You know who you are to other people. I'm a good sister. I'm a good girlfriend. I'm a good wife. I'm a good daughter. But who are you to you? Keep watching. Keep watching me. I'll share with you how I figured it out. And right now it's just doing the things that I love for me by myself. That's been helpful. Not being afraid to look at the truth, like look at my flaws, accept them, acknowledge them, look at my strengths as well, and just putting into practice some of the things that I've learned and I'm willing to learn from the books and the podcasts and other people's stories, and the gifts and talents that God gave me. Am I using them? I know I'm good. I'm a good conversation. Like if I like you and there's just our energies, our spirits vibe, I'm a good conversation. So why not have a conversation where more people can hear and listen? And I'm having a conversation with people I can't even see right now. Like, I don't know. We're gonna see. But yeah, and just making people feel love. Like I love love. Love makes the world go round. Anytime you get a chance to make someone feel appreciated or loved, do it. Don't take advantage of people's love and time. If you know you can't receive what it is that they have for you, don't have them spending their time and their energy if you just can't. Like, if you're just not there yet. One thing I pride myself on is being real. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna be fake. I don't have it in me too. I can be fake a little bit, but not for too long. Not for too long, because it just don't feel authentic to myself. It's betraying myself to not speak my truth or to be honest about how I feel. And I'll try and try until I realize like it's not worth trying anymore. So yeah, it's going to get better, guys. Nobody. I was at a time I didn't want to hear that. Now I want to hear it's going to get better. I want to hear it's better right now. Young Thug said, "How you gonna heal in the fire? How you gonna heal in the middle of the fire?" My friend Shania said, "I gotta start asking people, can I use their names? Uh, it's either you trust them or you don't. It's either you trust them or you don't." And sometimes I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I ain't trusting nothing right now. If this is what this got me, and I co-created this. I can't put it all on God. We did this together. I don't even trust myself. Somebody need to take my pencil. If I created this, if we're the creators of our reality, somebody fire me. Take my pencil right now. Who authorized me to get here? But I had to learn, y'all. I had to learn. I had to grow because I'm gonna be a mom one day. Like I'm gonna be responsible for someone else, and I'm gonna have to help them through seasons, or have a husband, and we're gonna be doing things together. And so I had to learn. I had to get this out of my system before I show up to that version of myself, because who I'm gonna be, she needed to know these things, and I better not forget. Because if you forget, guess what? These lessons will come back around to see if you really about it. You really about what you say you are. You want to be all spiritual? You want to read all these books? Let's put it into practice. Mastery of love. Are you on the track of love, or are you on the track of fear? Are you betraying yourself to be liked, to be accepted by others, to be chosen? Choose yourself and walk in that. Those monks, they spend all those time in quiet and silence and isolating themselves and truly just loving themselves and loving life and being present in the moment. That's what it's about. Almost done. I should not be doing that, but I love to just peel this off. Yes, I'm growing my nails out. This is new for me. I don't normally do that. But yeah, as we approach 30 minutes, thank you to all my followers, all 53 of you. I love you so much. I remember when I had my first 8 followers, I was so hyped. I was like, I'm gonna get to 10, I'm gonna get to 20. Now I'm at 53 followers. It's gonna be the first 50 something followers, just stay with me. Stay with me, okay? We're gonna do great things. Conversations are gonna get better. As I learn things, I'll be willing to share things, and maybe I will take the approach of being vulnerable and just laying it all out there and learn from my story. I go on YouTube, I look at other people's stories, people who've been divorced, people who are widows, people who've lost children, people who have done great things, people who have messed up, who have been in prison for 20 years. I love to learn from stories. We can all learn from each other. Everybody be encouraged to just share your story, because you don't know how it's going to help someone else. You really don't know how you could be going through the same thing as someone else and have no idea. And they're just quiet and listening and taking notes. And so just keep being you. Be kind, loving, and caring to yourself and others. Shout out to all my Haitians out there. I hope y'all get some good Haitian food today. Go to the festivals were probably yesterday, but there might be some people having a little something something at your family member house. Um, Comment if you know were touched by anything I said, any video recommendations, any topics. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna start posting more consistently because it hasn't rained in a couple of days. It's been cloudy, not literally, like it's actually sunny and like 90 degrees outside, but you know, figuratively. Yeah. So that's all I have, and yeah. Until next time. Come on. All right. Well, we're just gonna be awkward till the confetti comes.